Hey guys, what's up? It's Colin, and today I am very excited to bring you a review of the Finalmouse Ninja Air58 in Cherry Blossom Blue. It just came in the mail yesterday. I've been testing it out for about 24 hours. Let's get into it. So first of all, let's start off with showing you guys the mouse, and here it is. This is the Ninja Air58 in Cherry Blossom Blue. And as you can see, it's a really nice looking mouse. The entire body of the mouse is perforated with these little holes to reduce weight on both the top, on the sides, and on the bottom, so this really improves on their previous generation ultralight phantoms and the like. As you guys can see, there's also the little scroll wheel here, which is engraved with a different haiku for each mouse. That's a really nice personal touch, and not a lot of people can say that they have their own unique mouse. So now that we've covered the main aesthetics of the mouse, let's jump into some of the features, and we'll start off with the main clicks. So first of all, the mouse 1 and 2, obviously located on the front of the mouse, are super clicky. They have barely any pre-travel and no post-travel at all. So they're very similar to the G Pro Wireless, which I absolutely love because I've fallen in love with the clicks on that mouse. So let's drop a sound test for you guys right now. There's the mouse 1, and there's the mouse 2. As you can tell, super crisp and clear buttons. Alright, now let's move on to my personal favorite feature of the mouse, and those are the side clicks. So with the side clicks, Finalmouse has actually done something really different and unique. They've actually gone and put real mechanical switches in the mouse, which is a really nice touch. So let's drop a sound test for you guys right now of the side buttons. There's the front one, and there's the back one. Super sharp and defined, and I can promise they feel even better in person. They're by far my favorite side clicks on any mouse that I've tried so far. So let's move on to the final main feature of the mouse, and that is the scroll wheel. Now I've got a couple complaints about the scroll wheel actually. It feels very muddy, and coming from a G Pro Wireless where the steps are clearly defined, it feels very soft on the Finalmouse. As well as being a standard scroll wheel for, scrolling, it also has a click-in feature which I use occasionally. I'll let you guys hear what it sounds like right now. As you can hear, very clicky and defined buttons, very similar to the mouse 1 and 2 buttons. So for the scroll wheel, I have heard of some quality control issues. I know with the previous generation Finalmouse, the scroll wheel has a tendency to break when using the click-in feature. I'll update you guys on my Twitter. Make sure you follow me there, by the way, if this does occur to my Finalmouse, but so far so good, and luckily I don't use the scroll wheel click feature that often. So let's get into the gear underneath the hood, and we'll start off with the sensor, which is this little bit right on the bottom of the mouse, and I'm going to put this bad boy down just so I can talk to you guys freely. So let's start off with the sensor, which I believe is a 3360 at DPI increases of 400 each. So first up is 400, then it goes to 800, then 1600, and then 3200. You get the idea, but there are only 4 main levels in total. So if you're weird and you go above 3200 DPI for whatever reason, you're gonna have to pick another mouse. Now besides all that good stuff, it does pull at 500 hertz. I thought that this was gonna make a huge difference at first for me. I can confirm I feel no difference between 500 hertz and 1000 hertz. So if that's what you worry about, I got you. Don't worry. The mouse feet could use some improvement, and I got mine used, so fortunately I did not have to wear mine down like most people reported theirs being scratchy on arrival. Mine came fully broken in, so that's a good thing for me. However, if you do happen to buy one of these at the insane price of $450, please wear the mice feet in before you send it back. I can promise you, they're fine. As for hyperglides with any mouse, I do recommend putting on aftermarket PTFE feet. I've used hyperglides in the past, so I know what they feel like, and I am planning on putting them on later, just because they are better than the stock feet, but the stock feet work just fine if you can't get hyperglides. And to save a little money. Little win-win there for you. Alright, so the cable for this mouse, and this is a really good cable. It's not quite as good as a paracord, but it's still usable. It feels like cotton candy, and it's woven tight and loose around the wire. It'll give it a nice breezy feel with minimal drag across your mat or desk pad or whatever. I do recommend getting a mouse bungee, and I will be picking up the Zowie Camade 2 later this week, but I just haven't gotten a chance to yet, and if you can't get a mouse bungee, you're all good. It feels fine. So let's talk about the main reason that I bought this mouse, and that is performance. Right out of the box, you can definitely tell a weight difference between the 80-gram mouse, the G Pro Wireless, or the 58-gram mouse, the Finalmouse. And there is a huge difference out of the box. As soon as I picked up the mouse, I was like, whoa. This is really light, and I thought that there was going to be some adjustment period, but really there was none. I thought that the holes in the mouse were going to give me some issue, but it actually adds a really nice grip, so if that's what you're worried about, you're all good there also. Now let's talk about the price. I got mine for $275, not including tax, which I consider a pretty good deal compared to what other people spend on these mice, upwards of $400. Now I know what you're saying, Colin. That's a really expensive mouse, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that $275 is not a lot of money, because it is, no matter what you're spending it on. But there is nothing like this currently on the market. There is no mid-sized, lightweight gaming mouse like this on the market. Yeah, you've got the Model O, but it's a lot heavier than the Finalmouse in comparison. So that being said, I'm going to give you guys my philosophy on buying gear, and really anything in general, which is, if you like it, buy it. And if you have $300 willing to spend, bite the bullet, don't look back. it's worth it. So guys, that'll be it for my review for this mouse. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I really do love this mouse, and if you guys do end up purchasing it, please tweet at me letting me know what you think of it. I'd love to hear from you guys. As always, if you do want to see any of this equipment or any of the other stuff I use in action, I leave all my gear down in the description below, as well as stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening, so pop in there and say hi. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys on stream, and I'm out.